Hey guys, so Toronto's out in 4. I am wearing my Raptors sweater just because this is probably the last time I'm going to wear it for a while. The last time I wore it was the video to the preview, and now that it's getting warm, I'm not going to wear this for a while, so I'm just going to wear it now, even though they lost. So, I don't know where to begin, really. Didn't expect this. I'm probably going to be bitching in this video, like once I get into it, because right now I'm just not really into basketball. Like, I'm not thinking about it too much, but I'll get into it. So, game 1, I'll go through it and stuff. So, game 1 was in Toronto. You know, Toronto had home court advantage. Didn't mean shit. You know, like you would think it'd be tied 1-1 or something, or the Raptors would have won game 1. Nope. Game 1, it was close. There was no doubt that it was close. Like, Toronto could have won this game. They definitely kind of deserve to win it. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say they didn't deserve it, but I wouldn't say they would deserve it because, oh, by the way, my hair's blue now. If you saw my last video, then I bleached it, and yeah, well, my sister bleached it and stuff, but yeah. So, Toronto lost 113-112, so it was only a 1-point game, but Toronto did have like a million shots in like the final, or like a million attempts to like tap the frickin' shit ball in, and they couldn't frickin' do it. So I don't remember if that was like a foul that may have cost us the game. The refs were definitely an issue. I'll get more into that later. So Cleveland ended up taking a 1-0 lead, and I was kind of like, okay. So I didn't really expect that because like Cleveland already has the advantage winning game 1, especially on the road, because then even if you lose game 2, which they didn't, they won game 2. Even if you lose game 2, then it's still 1-1 going back to your place. So it's still it's tied at least. And then plus going into game 2, it's either going to be 1-1 or you have a chance to take a 2-0 lead. And what did? They took a fucking 2-0 lead. So game 2 comes, my friend's like, we need to tie the series. Like this is gonna be a breaker or whatever the fuck he said. Like, you know who you are. He was like, yeah, like the Raptors have to win this. I can't like stress this enough that it's like a make or break or whatever. I think he said or something like that. Like it's important that like a 2-0 series lead, and apparently LeBron has never lost a series down or up 2-0. So he was like, it's really important. And then I told him myself, I was like, before games, like don't try to rush the game, because like it was like a day, then the game was the next day, right? Game 2, and I was like, don't rush it, because then tomorrow night at this time, for all we know, you're gonna be crying because you're being down 2-0. Because like what I do is like, when I'm hoping for a game like the game 7 between the Leafs and Bruins, I wanted to watch it, but then like I was like the whole day I was like fidgeting with that freaking fidget cube I have. I was like fidgeting with everything because I was like, my heart was pounding because I was so nervous and I didn't know what the fuck to do with myself. Like I was so freaking nervous, and then once obviously the time came, I was like, oh my god, let's do this. And then they were up 1-0, and I was like, we could win this shit. And then of course like after the game, I was like, fuck, can we go back in time, which is what he probably wants to do now. So basically, I told him not to like rush, like be glad you're only down 1 because tomorrow night you may be down 2. You know what I mean? So I was like, just chill, don't rush it, like, because like he was like, I want the game to be right now, like don't rush it. Anyway, so game 2 comes along. Toronto loses by 18. They lose 128. That's 18. Yeah, 128-110, and I was like, so I was cheesed. I was not impressed. Okay, like I was cheesed. Okay, so freaking 128-110. So you lose both games at home. I didn't even consider home court an advantage at that point, because I was like, it doesn't really seem to be affecting Cleveland if they're on the road or at home. It doesn't matter. Like, game 1 was close. Of course that was close. Like, Toronto, if they won that game, this would have been a totally different series. But now they had to make all the fucking baskets at the fucking final fucking minute or 2. Fucking losers. Moving on. So, yeah, 128-110. So, Cleveland takes a 2-0 series lead back to Cleveland. And what had me done, like what made me think this series is over, I was like, the next 2 games are in Cleveland. I'm assuming Toronto can win one of them, but I don't know, because if they win game 3, it's going to be a totally different series. They're going to try to freaking tie the series in game 4, but then if they lose game 3, then it's like there's no point really. It's like you might as well give up. I mean, 3-0 series comebacks do happen, but in the NBA it's never happened before. And I told my sister that, and she was like, first time for everything. And I was like, not gonna happen. So anyway, game 3 in Cleveland. Oh yeah, game 3 in Cleveland. So me and my sister are watching this game. You know, it's 103-100. The final like 20 seconds, it was 102, and then Toronto fouled, and then Cleveland missed 1 of 2. They made 1 of 2. So then instead of making it a 4-point game, it was a 3-point game. Anunoby comes down the court. Bam, 103-103. Jurassic Park goes apeshit. I go apeshit. My sister goes apeshit. My friend that's probably watching this goes apeshit. Okay, you know what? It's Francis. That's who I'm talking about. So he goes apeshit. 8 seconds left, though. 103-103. We gotta stop the Cavs in order to force overtime. Freaking LeBron James, freaking dancing on the fucking court. Fucking buzzer beater. That fucking bitch made a buzzer beater. Like, fuck that bitch. He fucking goes, bam, and then freaking hits the backboard, and then I see it on the TV. I turn to my sister, and I'm like, I was hella cheesed at that point. I was like, you fucking bitches. Like, I'm not saying it's the Raptors' fault because they did. Like, the Raptors were down, I'm pretty sure, a lot in Game 3. Game 4 was a fucking nightmare. Like, wait till I get into fucking Game 4. Anyway, also there was a point in, I think, Game 2 or 3 where, I think Game 3, where Cleveland was, like, shooting, and then he just kind of, like, shoves the Raptor down. The ref's right, like, okay, so the fucking bitch is right here. The fucking ref's right here, right? And then the fucking players are right fucking here, right? And then the bitch, like, shoves him, and then he's like, oh yeah, it's okay. And then he fucking makes the 3. Bitch, what? Like, you Anyway, so LeBron James gets the buzzer beater, and then he fucking goes on the fucking thing. Like, you're not a fucking king, you fucking bitch. I don't give a fuck for freaking nicknames. The king. You're not a fucking king, bitch. You're a fucking basketball player. All you fucking do is throw balls into fucking nets. Like, you're not fucking shit. So, a 3-0 series lead for Cleveland. A 3-0 series lead for Cleveland. And at this point, I'm like, it's done. Like, it's obviously done. There's no way in hell the fucking Cavs are gonna freaking lose 4 in a row. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Because even though the Raptors came back and, like, you know, they tied it, like, the Cavs still found a way to win in regulation. Like, that should have gone to overtime, but no fucking LeBron James. So, like, see what I mean? Like, any fucking way, freaking LeBron James just finds a fucking way to win, no matter how. If it's close, if it's a tie game, though, he finds a fucking way to win. The Cavs find a fucking way to win. So I was like, if he can win off a buzzer beater, like, tell me that they can't win just one more out of, like, 4. Like, they're not gonna go 4-0, and I was trying to be hopeful. Me and fans were trying to be, like, hopeful. We were like, hey, you know what? It's never happened before, but all you really have to do is this. So think about it. You win Game 4, and it's kind of like, okay, so now I return home. Try to win Game 5 at home. You know, it's at home. So then it's at home, whatever, you know, you win, and it's like, okay, so now it's 3-2. But then you have to win again in Cleveland. That's the thing. So, like, I was getting into that, but at first I was like, hey, Game 6, Game 5, bitch, wait till freaking Game 4 comes. So Game 4 comes along, and me and my sister are also watching. Like, starting, like, the second quarter. I missed, like, a bit of the first quarter. So, the Raptors end up losing by 35 fucking points. Like, I was embarrassed that I was even hoping. Like, I was embarrassed, like, to think, like, that me and Francis were thinking, you know what, like, maybe we can come on. Like, obviously, deep in our minds, we obviously knew that they weren't going to come. Like, we just knew they're not going to come either, because, no, it's not going to happen. So, it's not going to fucking happen, so we already knew that at that point, but basically, like, 128-93, like, what? Oh my god, I'm done. I'm getting mad now. Okay, yeah, now I'm getting more into it. I'm fucking angry now, okay? Anyway. What? Okay, whatever. Anyway, so where was I? So, I don't know what the fuck I was at, but basically, like, 128-93, they lose the series 4-0. I was so fucking pissed off because, like, how the hell do you... Sorry, now I'm not really into it because my fucking mom called me to fucking have my antibiotic. Because I'm fucking diseased, I have fucking strep like fucking always. Whatever. Anyway. Ugh. It just makes me so angry though because like how like you I'll get into that later. Anyway, whatever. So basically they lose 128-93. That obviously ends their season. The refs were obviously an issue. Like obviously a 4-0 series sweep is not all because of the refs, you know what I mean? Like it's just in game 1 they had a million chance to get that fucking shit and they couldn't get the fucking turtle ball in the fucking net. So there's a loss for you right there. And then in Game 2, I don't know what the fuck happened to them in Game 2. I don't even fucking remember. Like all I remember is the 128-110 loss, and that's fucking it. So whatever. So anyway, so now moving on to like the stats stuff. So basically they lost 10 straight playoff games to the Cavaliers, which obviously includes this 4-game series sweep. Last year's 4-game series sweep. 2016 they lost games 5 and 6 because the Cavs won Game 2, 1 and 2. Raptors won Game 3 and 4 at home to tie the series 2-2. And then they lost the last 2. So basically 4 plus 2 is 10 games. So they've lost the last 10 straight playoff games. Like 10 straight. Like we were thinking they were going to fucking win the series. That requires 4 wins. You know that, right? Like fucking, we can't even get fucking 1 win. Like what? So whatever. So we lost 10 straight to the Cavs. Home court basically meant nothing to us. Because like I thought it would be more important. Considering they're 34-7 at home. You know, I thought it would fucking mean something. Nope. Fucking bitches. Like, they were 3-0 at home in the first round, which I was like, yeah, see, they're good at home. Let's see if they can do this to the Cavs. Nope. Fucking bitches. So once again, so basically the 3-0 at home in the first round doesn't really mean shit now because, yeah, they're out. They had a 59, win franchise record season. Means nothing now. So I expected the Raptors to make the finals and win the finals. Like, I was actually expecting that. Like, I was expecting them to at least make the finals because I was like, you know what, this is their year. Like, this is their year. The Cavs aren't the greatest, in round one, they forced a Game 7. How the fuck do the Pacers force a Game 7 against freaking the Cavaliers? Like, what? So I was just like, you know what, like, we should make the fucking finals at least. If not win the finals, we should fucking make the finals. Like, we have the best season ever. Some teams are struggling, whatever. Like, we have a chance. Nope. Fucking bitches. And they got swept. Like, I thought, like, maybe my expectations were a little too high to win the finals, but I'll at least make the finals, at least make the ECF, at least beat the Cavaliers was my main thing. Like, beat the Cavaliers was already, like, on that list, like, checked off. Guess what? Nope. So, yeah, they got swept. My expectations were apparently too high. I don't know, but apparently they were too high, considering a fucking sweep. So, basically, too many turnovers. They had to get rebounds, which I remember sometime when they didn't get, like, 1,000. Like, they had a chance to get, like, 2 rebounds. They couldn't do it. I don't know if they ended up scoring or not, but it still doesn't matter. I think that was game 4 yesterday. So, yeah, like, obviously the refs were also a factor. Like I said, the fucking stupid bitch-ass ref right here, the stupid freaking the stupid bitch-ass Cleveland player, bang, and just, like oh, that's not a foul. Whatever. So, again, no doubt that the refs were bad. They're obviously going on Cleveland. They're obviously favoring Cleveland. No one can even tell me they're not because I fucking already know they are. I don't even know basketball and I freaking know they are. Okay, bitch. So fuck you. And moving on, no excuse for a 4-0 sweep. Obviously, the refs can't cost you and make you get swept, but whatever. DeRozan was ejected for game 4 yesterday for like a flagrant foul. I don't know. I think I remember. Yeah, I remember that bitch. Or not that bitch, because DeRozan smacked this bitch, like, driving to the net. He was like, and then he, like smashed his face, basically. And I was fucking dying. I was like, yes, bitch, fucking get him. Like, anyway, so he obviously got ejected, and game 4 was just a little nightmare. Like, how the fuck did you lose 128-93? 128-93. Like, I obviously assume if they won game 3, which they could have if they fucking LeBron didn't fucking do the buzzer beater. So basically, the Raps were down 4 after 1. So, still in range, down 16 at the half. Still not really in range, but I guess still somewhat there. Down 28 points after 3 fucking quarters, you fucking bitch. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And then, obviously, the final, they lost by 35. So I was like, what the fuck kind of game is this? Whatever. So, when Dwayne Casey should go, they need to blow it up. Like, I don't know. I just don't. I don't agree with that saying because it sounds like you're gonna, like, blow the team up. It sounds so bad. It sounds like you're gonna, like, kill everyone. I take it too literal, no shit. But, like, blow them up. Like, what? Whatever. So, like, just get rid of everyone, rebuild, whatever. Because you gotta, like, face it at some point. You're not good enough. You fucking, like, deal with it. You suck. My prediction was the Raptors in, like, hopefully 6 or 7, and I actually did think that they would have won in 6 or 7. Like, I did expect the Raptors to win at least game 1 or 2, and it's fucking making me angry how the Raptors have the best season ever, and they still get fucking swept. But, like, seriously, like I said before, if the Raptors can't even win this one, like, I was even thinking this, I think, in the freaking preview. I was like, if the Raptors can't win this one, never mind even getting swept, like, they're not going to win. Like, they're not going to beat the Cavs ever. I'm going to be dramatic. They're never going to win. They're never going to be a fucking, I was going to say a Stanley Cup contender. They're never going to make the finals. They're never going to win the finals. They're never fucking going to get to the finals. They're never going to fucking beat the Cavs because, they fucking suck dick. Moving on. So, yeah, like, if the Raptors can't win this, like, they're not going to win ever. Like, they're just not going to win it ever. Like, it's not happening. Like, they just won't. Like, you can't have the best year ever, finish first, have home core away, went 34-7, throughout the fucking regular season, 3-0 in the fucking playoffs, have 25 wins on the road, and get swept in 4 games against the fucking stupid Cavaliers. Like, the second year in a row, that is it's a sweep, and then the 3rd time in a row that we've lost, but, like, at least the first time was better. We lost 4-2, not freaking 4-0, and then 4-0. Like, how the hell do you do 2 sweeps back-to-back years? Like, how is that even possible? Like, same round, it's same thing. Just the Raptors had home court. That's basically it, but it still didn't mean shit. So history does end up repeating itself again, and it doesn't really look like it'll change, like, at all. I was thinking 3rd time's a charm. Yeah, bullshit, it's a fucking charm. So rebuild time, so who should leave? I say DeRozan should leave. Well, I mean, obviously, like, the older players, like, it depends on age, too. So, like, DeRozan should leave. I do not want him to leave. Lowry should leave. I do not want him to leave either. And Miles and Ibaka, I do not want them to leave either, but they have to go, too. stay. Like Delon Ray, Siakam, and OG Anunoby should stay. They're still young, whatever. Like they're still young, whatever. Yeah. And then maybe JV, like Pirtle, Poet on the. I don't know how the fuck you say that bitch's name. Poet Lutta. Like that's how it sounds like. I'm not making fun of it, but like how do you even what? Pirtle, I don't know how to say it. And then Van Vliet maybe should stay. Like to be honest, I do not want JV to go. I love Van Vliet too, and then Pirtle's pretty good too. Like I don't want any of these people to go. But like the fact is, they are not good enough. They're not fucking good enough, so they have to fucking throw everyone out. Dwayne Casey should and probably will get fired. They need like a new coach, obviously, because like this is just ridiculous. Like 3rd year in a row, 2 sweeps in a row. It's not good. Like that shows something. You're not fucking good. Like you just suck. Okay, you just suck. Okay, that's basically it. So yeah, I didn't expect to make this video so soon, but there's me raging about the freaking Raptors losing again. The 2nd year in a row, the 2nd sweep in a row. Same round, same time, same everything. Just different year, different different home court. Like, pfft. So I'm just gonna end it off with fuck you, Cavs. Cause I'm gonna throw down, I guess, even though I fucking hate you bitches. But I mean, you deserved it. I mean, you did outplay us. You did outplay us. You were obviously the better team. So just the fucking refs were on your bitches' side, of course. Fucking Raptors freaking sucked ass the whole series. Like, pfft, whatever. They can't. How do you? I'm not gonna get into it before I freaking whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys like me raging. Hope you guys like this video. Next up, you're probably gonna see the round 3 preview of Washington versus Tampa Bay. Pittsburgh's finally fucking out. Yes, bitch. I'll get into that later. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.